There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Jace, Two Live Gaming. Uh, here with Senor Bucks, as well as
What's
Maximum
good?
Torcus.
What up?
What is good? What is good?
So we in the building. We about to get it. You know what I mean? I'm about to lower my phone because every time I do this shit, my phone's always mad loud. So frustrating.
All those notifications.
Like I'm fucking doubling up on my voice. All right. So
I am just getting this up myself over here. But yeah, how we feeling about this DLC, fellas? How you guys liking
I'm
I'm
actually
happy.
enjoying it. I'm gonna let Andy rock because I'm still trying to tie it. I'm shaking it off. Andy, go ahead, hit him. Hit him with your feelings and whatnots.
I'm happy with it. I mean, honestly, I know that I'm not every player out there, but I'm perfectly fine with it. Like, I got new shit to do for a while, and I mean, there's still more shit to come, and I don't know, I like it. It's no complaints right now for me.
I'll say right now,
it?
this constant, constant flow of getting this grind for the weaponry, I think is awesome. I can't even begin
Yeah,
to break down how much I wound up playing just because of the grind for the weapons. This reminds me of D1. Now, do I feel like they could have done it in different ways for better shit? Eh, we're always in that situation, I guess.
yeah,
But
true.
we're a bunch of
But
spoiled fucks.
honestly, bunch of
Definitely a lot of that. All right,
Cassius,
well,
how you feeling about it?
I'm feeling good. I'm actually just now getting everything up and running over here, folks. Just in case you're just now wondering while I'm addressing this, welcome to Comms Chatter. uh, but yeah, no, I like it. They're all in all, I feel that they did, kind of put some good thought into it. There are some things that I feel are one in particular missed opportunity that we're actually standing in here right now, and we'll actually be able to go through it while we're doing this adventure. But yeah, it's not bad. But like Dee said, we're spoiled in a sense because I think it's because we really were expecting. Some people probably were expecting a lot of change, like everything to be fixed, and be spoiled in that regard. But in a realistic terms, I think that we kind of got what was expected.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, my expectations weren't not met, like I don't know. It's a business, like they can't fix it overnight.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
So here's,
and
go ahead,
what?
Max, finish
Go
up.
ahead.
No, go ahead, finish up, finish up.
Yeah.
I won't cut you off.
I was just gonna say, Destiny is always like an evolving environment, it's tough to keep up with it.
No,
The
Oh,
Vex
definitely,
has
definitely
simulated the
is.
Fallen's
well, to
capable of
address something
emerging.
that I got last week
I need you to
for
attack it and destabilize their
the last
experiment.
episode of Comms Chatter,
August protecting
you
and
know,
even
I
protecting
had
with
a
air traffic
comment,
the Guardian on
you
them.
know, just talking about
Again.
I can't believe this game and how it didn't do this, that, and the third. Sometimes I think we forget how much it takes to sit there and develop a game. Also, sometimes I think we forget that everything that came in Destiny 1
Osiris and I are running
took
cover for
a
you by causing a
fuckload
little
of time
chaos
for
in a
them to
nearby
put all that
simulation.
together.
But the Vex know we're
To
interested
give
in
us
Yeah.
a new
small
Yeah,
experience,
business.
even
to do
you're right.
things
Even though it
differently.
was
Expect
broken too,
Yeah,
like
and
it
that shit was
wasn't
broke
even
as
a
fuck.
solid. Yeah, because they didn't even have it a good plan for what they ended up with. But yeah, you're right. It's
You know what I'm saying?
definitely it's a
We just
complicated process.
we gotta continue to voice our opinions the way we've been doing. And stop shitting on the game. If you don't want to play it, dude, don't play it. But at the same time, like, just shitting on it for the sake of shitting on it when you obviously know there's things about it that you enjoy. Like right now, as though this seems very linear, where it's just go here, run this. It's like I heard earlier today, the Walking Simulator 2017. I died laughing. It feels like that.
The walking simulator.
For me, it's more Dress Up Simulator 2017. but but you know, still, I enjoy the fuck out of it. I'm having a
Yeah.
blast. I played all day today while I could before I had shit to do, and not once
yeah,
did I
we
think,
raided.
oh man, I don't want to come back to this right now. I immediately wanted to be like, man, fuck this, yo. I'll do whatever else I'm doing later, and continue playing.
Yeah, dude. I'm happy with the guys. This scout rifle is just so gorgeous looking.
Yeah, yo, these boxes that turn into like the pages of the book, I think are so awesome.
Oh yeah,
You have to
I
do the
love
ghetto
the
and the grind. I'm telling you, that's like my favorite part is that right now. It's just grinding out to get these just little pieces. I'm about to
Right.
for now, it's
Definitely.
inertia.
Definitely.
I was trying to figure out why I kept dying right now, and I was just like, oh yeah, it's inertia.
Yeah, I just threw that oh shit. Just that rip down to help out. But yeah, no, and you know, I'm you know, thinking more, I guess, you know, especially after what happened, you know, maybe my expectations, kind of like you say, or maybe they've just been dialed back to more of a realistic thing since I've seen what the game is, and I know kind of, I don't want to say I know what their limitations are, but I kind of know how they kind of operate in their designs and things like that. So no, I definitely am pleased with what they put together with what they have. I do feel like, though, that this place is a little bit of a missed opportunity because, I mean, don't you feel like this could be just like you were saying, a walking simulator, but just an infinite adventure simulator? Like, this thing should be able to just be a thing that does nothing but just keep having random adventures for us to go on. You know, a in-game type of thing. You know, just waves and waves of how far in here can you go, like a Diablo-ish type of thing. You know.
Ooh.
But that's the thing,
Like-
though. When
like
you look
waves.
at Diablo, it's a
Yeah.
maze, right? So you're excited about seeing the same shit over and over again as long as you make a turn. Here, you're seeing the same shit over and over again, and every time you play it, it's different. Every time you play a heroic, it's never the same. It may be the end result the same, but as you're going through here, you're seeing different enemies with, obviously, now we're running
that's what I'm
with,
saying.
With momentum,
but
where you, in order for you
I
to
get
get
what
help
you're
back into
saying,
momentum,
though.
or you're jumping between burns. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of different things that come with that. So that's what I mean. Like, they did a good job. It's just, there just doesn't seems to be an excessive amount of walking forward. I think that's pretty much it.
No, it is. It is, but that's what this could have been, is like, yeah, this, maybe just at the end of it or something in here, just waves that you go into and then a boss, or then something that ties it all in, that you're just in here and you keep going up level after level, and maybe we keep getting, you know, stronger. Maybe we start getting more and more buffs as the room starts getting more buffs, and we just keep going farther and farther in. Kind of like what they're doing with zombies in a sense, what we were doing with that thing with Division the other day. You know, you just keep getting the points
Relentless?
to unlock a different area to go to. It could be something like that.
That's that relentless mode. I think that is pretty fucking cool too. But
Yeah, and that's kind of what I feel like. That something like that is just missing from it. It would have been cool to do that. But that's immediately when I thought of, when I was like, oh, Infinite Forest. I was like, is this going to be just something that we can just keep going in and going in? And it's not, but maybe it could be. You know, maybe this is a potential here with that. But I think that's just a
I
missed
think they gave
opportunity of
themselves a
sorts.
really easy starting point for them to be able to maneuver the game to whatever they want, using this as the pillar. And I'm sure
It would be a
we're gonna get more
terrible idea.
stuff. Yeah. With
And they got the future and the past areas, you know, maps. I'm not sure where we're going to go into. Right now we're in the simulated present, it looks like. So there's the simulated future and past. And they could even do stuff with that still.
Yeah, no, I think they can add on missions. They can do a lot of shit with this. I think, you know, it is pretty much limitless on what we can get done.
God. Inertia, I get it. Okay, run to get help. Jesus.
Yeah, bro, they made
Oh my
these
God.
fucking castles are ridiculous. Oh, I'm an asshole. Sorry about that, guys.
I hate you, Captain.
Completely forgot I have a super.
But yeah, and then, I mean, the weapons, I mean, day one when we were in there just looking at all the stuff in there, I mean, there was a lot to unpack. I mean, ornaments for gear. I didn't even know that was going to be a thing for exotic gear. Like, you know, it could have been something that we may have just kind of talked about in passing, but that was a nice surprise. I didn't think about exotic ghosts, you know, finding out stuff like that.
Ghost is nice.
Yeah, you know, the ships, some of the designs for some of the stuff is great. Like,
Yeah.
from DLC to DLC from before when they would change the ships, it was very subtle things, and every now and then one raid ship would be amazing to have. But man, some of these ships are fucking awesome.
Did you think about that
They
really
look
quick?
cool as shit.
How hard do we go for the aspect of glass? How hard did we go for all these random ass fucking ships that were raid related?
Yeah.
Right? And we
Say
would
word,
continue to
man.
play the raid just to get that one ship. Now, yeah, true indeed, it's bright and grand. Do you have to push yourself through the game, or can people buy themselves into it? Yeah, they can. But I haven't seen anyone put any real money into this game in a minute, with the exception of maybe like 2 people I know. One of them's in here right now.
Right.
That's it.
I like my destiny, alright? It's my addiction.
Right? It's like, I shoot disc right into my arm. It's so good.
Give me that
Bright
silk.
dust.
That's so
You can just line it up.
But lines of bright dust. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh man. But no, like, you know, a lot of stuff like this, again, they could easily make this something else when the next DLC comes out. So, potential. We got the raid layer. I mean, by the time you guys get this, oh man, and apologies, I should be sharing these streams so you guys can see more of this, but we already kind of got moving. But no, by the time you see this up and you know, moving around and being shared tomorrow, we'll be in the raid layer, you know. So they didn't even wait a whole week. They let us get a couple of days to get strong.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
with
it
it,
is. It's super crazy. Yeah, I'm totally with it. And you know, we don't even have to worry about being a different light. We already qualified to go in and have a good time. You know, day one on it. So, you know, well thought out. I
Look at this,
guarantee
hold
you
up.
that there was probably a chance that it was going to be a higher level too.
I wanted
but
to
it
get
didn't.
this part across really quickly. This is the first one. If anyone played this yesterday, this is not where they were at yesterday.
Nope.
So that's a change.
Oh,
just
so this
within a
is
day.
coming in a bit of a okay. So this does have a little bit of a
It
little
does
more
have
of a
some
random
variety. Yeah,
element
it
to
definitely
it.
does. That is awesome. I just looked. I was like, wait, this
Ooh,
is not
damn.
where I was at.
Yeah, and in a second when we get done, we'll get to see what the rewards will be like. You know, everybody will get to see how that looks. See if it's something worth.
Yeah,
There you
that's
are.
how
I'm like, man, I'm
bypass
having the
you
hardest time trying to get you up. Because there's so much room for this to just be whatever they want it to be.
Always have to do everything the hard way.
Oh, Jesus, why do you
Nope.
hate me?
Nope, that's not how flows work.
There was time now.
That is not how flows work.
Oh, man.
I had expectations. They were not met. I want to return these floors.
Dude, these are broken. These are the worst steps ever. Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, overall, man, this shit is stupendous, man. Stupendous.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the content.
Yeah. I mean, for what they've been able to do, and I'm hoping that with the stuff on the 12th, because again, we got more stuff to unpack then. They got new changes and stuff coming at the beginning of the year, so there's still a lot to come.
I'm not gonna.
And
I'm not gonna.
even Dee's pointed out there was we were doing a mission through the story mode. You guys, I'll throw a link up to our playthrough, but he mentioned a very sneaking course that he felt like he could see a Sparrow course for the Sparrow racing.
Oh hell
like,
yeah!
as we were running through this area.
Hard body. I don't care what no one says.
Yeah.
That shit's gonna be so much
And I was
fun.
like, man, that definitely does look like an area for this. So, you know, hopefully we get a nice surprise of that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff being announced. We were just talking a little bit about what games and game modes and things that are happening. So, but, oh Jesus, what am I doing?
I'm completely on the bottom.
Maybe I don't even know if this is. Oh my god. They could easily hit us with a nice surprise mode or something over the next, you know,
Oh, you already know there's gonna be.
couple of weeks.
There's gonna be SLR. There's gonna be you know, fucking.
If they're
fire
smart,
team
they'll get
events.
that banner or something up really quick, man. A
Oh,
banner
yeah,
or
banners
that
coming
faction
with the
rally.
ornaments. By the way, if
something else.
anyone's taking a look at the ornaments and how you get them, it's fucking awesome. Because because you just have to complete challenges
Oh,
for the respective.
yeah. Yeah, literally, like here, just real quick, I'll make sure that this is something that snips in, but here's Xenos Bell. I own this already. This isn't something I got later. This was already in my collection. Look, ornaments already there. I've already completed 2 bits of it. I got a arms chest piece to it. Where are you? Xenos Bell. Xenos Bell. Just to show the folks here.
You show them while people are in the fight and Max died. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. That's what I'm here for.
There we go. But you get the idea. Same thing as with my banner gear. Like here, my banner boots. There's already ornaments on them. I'm just waiting for the events. But yeah, they snuck all the stuff in there. You don't have to go get. If you did notice my gear, see this little Curse of Osiris thing here. I was under the impression that I was gonna have a piece of gear that had the same thing on it in order to get the level up. But nope, it's just with the stuff you have already. Great idea. So yeah.
I need you guys
So
to
they
relax.
did learn. It's not, it's not like they're not listening and they're not learning about everything. They're not going to get it all right just right now at first, but temper your expectations. Be an adult about, your video game experience and stuff, and then, you won't be so damn disappointed because it's not. You're not going to wake up and it's not going to be it's not going to be Destiny 3, essentially. So just don't even expect that. Not for another 3-4 years.
That's a fact.
But this base is a lot better than Destiny 1, so we have to realize that that's what we're working with here. As soon as we get these raid layers out, again, we'll give our full review on that next podcast. But that could also be amazing. For this comms chatter, you guys would see us kind of go through a few different of these heroic adventures.
Good job, guys, because I was of no help.
We could easily bang out maybe 2 or 3 of these.
Just to let you guys know, I'm sick.
Nice.
I'm not feeling well.
We'll be there to stop them.
And that's exactly why that happened.
Do you
Oh,
think
I
we'll
get
get
2 of them
something?
from that. Nice.
Oh man.
These are just things I can use to level up my chest bits. Very good.
All right.
Not bad.
I'm definitely get to where I need to get to for this. Let's take a look at it together, people. Let's take a look at it together. All right, where we at? For my Lost Prophecy, verse 6. All right. So I got.
And then, Cassius, I do want to say, because I don't think we even really said much of it, the story and the cinegraphics. Oh
yeah.
my god! It was just good. It was just really good.
Yo, what was the number one
Yep.
complaint everyone had? Right? No story. We get the
Story.
new game. There's story.
They're
Story
nailing
driven.
it, man.
And they pushed it. All right, they did a good job. Curse of Osiris is out. Story short, surprisingly short. I thought it was gonna be longer, but yo, that is exactly
Yeah,
how you
still
position
good.
story. You got you're walking with Osiris, looking
Yeah.
at fucking just right off the rip too. You're looking at what fucking Mercury used to look like in the past. That is some awesome
Yeah.
shit right off the jump.
Yeah. Did you? And I showed it to D's. Did you notice, Max, that the Traveler was on Mercury at that time?
Yeah, he was right off the.
No,
Right on the side
I
of
did
it.
Yeah.
not know.
Yep. When you do those past Mercury bits, it'll show it. It looks like you probably think it's a moon because it's just a white sphere that's out there, but it's the Traveler. You can see the lines and everything on it. So the Traveler was here too
I'm gonna
at
have to
that
look at
time.
that.
Yeah.
Totally gonna have to look at that.
But yeah, I mean, cinematic, very nice. Now, I was a little disappointed it didn't do like the DLC from Destiny 1. Like, remember when Crota showed up, and then all of, the hand of Crota, the fist, and all of that good stuff were all around the different maps, and, they were invading some of the areas. And then the House of Wolves, remember, the wolves were kind of around in the public events and stuff like that. I kind of was a little disappointed that there aren't, random events and stuff going on the other planets that have something to do with these.
Well, surprisingly enough, I thought they didn't
I have to go
either.
get
But if
another
you look and you go through any of the lost sectors, on places like Nessus or Io, the Vex have changed in certain areas. Like I was doing one,
Okay, so
what
I'm
was
gonna
it,
have to look
earlier
for that.
today when I was trying to get more of this, the crap that you gotta put in this box to
Right.
get your guns. Um, and the dude that came out, like the boss for the Vex, motherfucker was on fire. Just he was completely on fire and running around chasing me. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I should have recorded it. That shit was awesome. Oh, this motherfucker's on fire.
Okay.
I was like, I wasn't ready for this.
So that's good to know. See, so maybe there's a little bit of that. It's cool that they have those little lost sectors, but I mean, it would just been nice to have more
Well,
public events added in with this. You know what I mean? Like now we
Yeah, no, I
have
agree on that part.
not only
definitely.
the same, oh my God, because some of those public events, it's like, come on, change them up a little bit with these updates. That's something that I feel needs to have a little more priority since we have to do them so much.
yeah. Cassius,
A lot of the
something
stuff
about
changes.
that, though?
What's up?
About the what we were talking about how the Vex aren't in other places. Honestly, though, in my opinion, I don't think it would have made sense with the storyline. Because technically, the Vex haven't really showed up in here. We wouldn't have
True.
known. You know, they've been trying to keep this a secret that they were looking for this.
Very
Nah, see,
true.
yeah, I didn't
very
even think
true.
about that either.
It
I
just would
just,
have been, yeah, maybe story-wise. That could
Yeah,
be,
like,
that could work.
story-wise, it wouldn't really fit. I think, how many videos were made by people saying, like, what are these guys doing in this area? They don't have anything to do with the story. Why would they be here? And, they,
Right.
you know, did hate videos for that to Bungie. So, honestly, realistically, I think the storyline doesn't fit the Vex being other places because I think they're just trying to be here low-key,
Right. These particular Vex for this, because,
Mm-hmm.
and there should be at least some on that one part on EDZ, because we do have to go to off planet to go deal with some stuff, so maybe something there in those parts, because, I mean, these assholes are here, they're going to Cabal, they've made their way here. But
Well, I think because they were looking for all those Osiris temples.
they actually,
Remember,
yeah, they explain it actually in the story, too.
because remember when you go to that temple and everyone's already dead because the Vex went through there.
Right. Yeah, so no, that does work with that.
Spoiler
Alright,
alert.
so I can. Oh yeah, I got another.
good
adventure
job,
over here to
man,
run, too.
spoiling shit for people.
Yeah,
You asshole.
yeah. No, that's good. That definitely helps out because
Now I gotta put
that was
spoiler
just one
alert
thing
on
that
my
I was
fucking
kind of
video
about.
because Max.
Oh, because of the spoiler. Very true. Very true. We're spoiler alert. I'm gonna run this bug in the system. But no, definitely just an interesting bit of stuff, and I'm just curious of what else is going on. I just really feel like maybe there's something they could be hiding out, because that was also stuff that happened. You'd find out that maybe timed exotics. Maybe there's an exotic quest or something out there that could be hiding out. So there's still potential. We're still within the first couple of days of it coming out. Something could easily pop up with everything with the Masterworks and stuff next week. Hell, who knows? Maybe there's a Masterwork exotic that we get, some crazy like that. So, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm definitely excited about what's going on.
Similar to the ones deep in the
The
archaeology
Masterworks,
Titan.
I really, just until we get it, I'm not really too worried about it. But what I am hyped up for is the continued breakdown of how many of these fucking lost prophecies you get. Like, if you look at the wall, those are a lot of slots for legendaries.
Oh yeah, it's 12, yeah, isn't it, or something
Yeah.
like that?
Yep.
And to think of some of the guns that
Somehow.
we know are already out there, outside of the ones that we don't know about.
So the Vex are simulating
So I'm
the
pretty
Hive
excited
Yeah.
about
to
it.
test a new reality path. There's an
I don't know if y'all noticed, this is the third time I brought that shit up, so I'm pretty excited about
The
it.
Vex don't have unexpected input.
Safe to say,
Safe to say that I'm excited about
Garbage
it.
output. Like it.
So this is
Did I
what it
mention
feels
my
like
excitement?
when we're in total agreement. Weird.
My excitement's excited.
Yeah, fucking nuts. Dude, I'm getting my ass whooped.
here.
Fuck you.
Remember,
Go
Inertia.
triangle hallway right now.
Fuck you,
But yeah, no, I
simulated
just-
fucking Cabal. Look at goddamn simulation.
Damn.
Yeah, I think if they just focus a little bit more and make this like some sort of an in-game simulator for people to go through and chase and put stuff in here, it really could be a good direction for that because
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
this really is the start of a pretty good thing.
yeah.
Okay, this is my only problem. They need to make this a little more clear to see.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, where which
the
direction you
seeds?
gotta
The
go.
seeds, yeah.
Oh, the seeds. And that was something too. I thought that was like, man, that would be cool. Like, you know, you go through, you collect these seeds, and you can input the seeds, and the seeds could give you different, you know, things that'll change, you know, this as you go through it. You just, you know, make your own kind of adventure. You make it as hard as you need it to be, and you get dope ass gear out of it.
It's way more
But
Jesus Christ.
again, oh man, I got
Fuck
you.
you, Inertia.
Still could be.
call it a terrifying glimpse into their creepy nightmare.
Yeah, they're all about that inertia in here. Ah,
I have to call this. Okay. Dying Simulator 2017. That's all I'm doing. I'll show you all the different ways I could die.
yeah. And then I don't know if you've noticed it, Max. Somebody we talked to today pointed out that I guess they changed some of the sounds for some of the primary weapons. I don't know if they've sounded a little bit better to you, but I guess that.
I noticed that my Nameless Midnight sounds sweet.
Yeah,
it sounds
I
mad
did notice
aggressive.
that. Like he mentioned that today, and I was like, you know what? I think you're right, bro. Like
It
it
sounds
did.
like the Ripper of Hell. Like I love it. But that's the only one I really
Sounds like
noticed
it's
it.
hard as
I,
shit.
Yeah,
I haven't really.
probably one of the gun that you use the most. Probably what
Yeah,
that's about.
probably. For sure, probably. Ooh, yeah, inertia.
Inertia, man.
I'm
This
running.
shit
I'm
is
running.
real.
I should be getting my health
Ha!
back.
Not fast enough. Oh god.
This is the complete opposite of how this game goes.
I'm just gonna run in a circle. It's not working. You gotta cover some distance. That sucks.
This is not the game to be super tactical in. Why are you acting like this with me?
I don't know. Oh, so, and I pointed out to Max, again, you know, since we already went into spoiler territory, we're just going to go ahead and give you guys a second. And apologies to anyone who may be talking to us in Deez's chat. 100%, I guarantee you, he's not looking. Cause
No, I looked. There's
Okay.
no comments. Fuck you, by the way. Like I'm not looking. I occasionally look
Because
over.
you haven't said anything about it, but you're pulling the
don't-
caches because he never pays attention to people in his stream.
Never pay
But-
attention. I'll be like, yo, Cash, what we doing? I don't hear a word from
Yep.
him.
That's the stuff and the things. That's what I'd be out. The stuff and the things.
I'll text him. I'll send him a message on PlayStation. Nothing.
But now we're gonna kind of get into a little bit more of the story stuff. So now you got about 5 seconds to leave before we go full spoiler territory.
I'm
But
being
the
extra
story.
slow.
Oh, good lord. All right, well, we're good on that. Now, pointed out to Andy that something that he missed. Towards the end, you get a nice little cutscene where everything's wrapping up, and Osiris is basically still inside the simulation that we're in right now. He technically didn't return fully, but we can still help him out in this existence. He goes in and he specifically calls his ghost Little Light on the way out the door. Now,
Yeah.
anyone who pays attention to Destiny and, you know, kind of paid attention to Destiny 1's story, we meet up with a stranger who we really don't know anything about because she didn't have time to explain why she didn't have time to explain.
Which Kate said the same shit also, but we're not gonna talk about that right now.
Oh my god, yeah. But she calls our ghost Little Light. Now, we don't really know what that's about, but it really, really opens up a bunch of things that makes you think, like, well, what's going on? Does Osiris know about her? Could they have been working together? He sees a lot of existences or realities or eventualities as to whatever the fuck you want to call it, but what could that mean? Like, you know, are we going to be dealing with different maybe timelines or something like in this game? Like, we already kind of are, but is it going to be something that we may see, because I really thought we were going to be in a point where we would be talking to her at that point where she's talking to us. You know, maybe we're on the other side of that conversation. Like, I do want to see what that was about. Back in that
does sound
story.
interesting, actually.
I
Because
don't know, but
there's
that
a
was kinda
ton
cool.
of there's a ton of speculation on who the Exo Stranger is,
Right.
and then breaking down like what was the possibility of it being, what was it, Anna Bray, or man,
Oh,
just so many
yeah.
different people. As I'm sitting here throwing myself off of shit,
Right.
they had a lot of speculation videos and stuff like that. And I'm really big on the lore side of this, so I definitely watch lore videos in my spare time.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
I definitely see where there's a lot of possibilities, especially with the first group that went into the Vex network that split themselves up. There's a
Yeah.
lot of shit there. And considering that Osiris has been inside the Vex network for so long, it would explain why that terminology would be used. If the Exo Stranger is indeed related to that, there's a lot, and
It's a lot of
Destiny's always
possibility.
done that shit. And now we don't have to
Yeah.
have Grimoire cards to catch on to this shit. We can kind of just see
Yeah.
it and speculate off of it right off the jump.
It's definitely crazy. It just has me like, this man messes with realities and stuff, and it seemed like there was something going on with that with her. I want to know. I want answers. I need
Yeah.
answers.
You saying that just makes me think that, she told me I was the only man for her, and now I'm starting to think that maybe she had a little, cadoodling with Osiris. I'm not.
Right.
Damn, you
Hey,
seem
she
really
doesn't have a
invested. I wasn't
ghost, but-
expecting that.
Yeah, because that could be like, because that could just be like, what Osiris calls, Sagira, and then maybe the Exo Stranger hears her and calling, and she just calls ghosts Little Light because
be
of
it.
that. You know what I mean? Like, so many fucking ways that it could tie together. It's crazy, man. But I like stuff like that. It gets my brain, my brain
yeah,
just
sure.
moving. Step
Where's
into the
the Cyber?
past. Oh yeah, so now we're about to step into the past. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, there's another big guy right here.
I was wondering
We
what
missed that guy.
Nice. That's it.
No, we're good.
I mean, you guys are getting a chance to see how awesome. I mean, even these little set pieces we go on, they go from being like really, really just basically stone and gold to having this awesome like vegetation and stuff on it. Like they're just pulled from parts of the past, pulled from different areas of stuff. It's just really cool. Really good idea.
But why are you shooting me is
Just
my
as
question.
bad as the real
How is
thing.
this helpful
You
to our
think you
cause
know
right
what
now?
is real. Enough time with the Vex will change that.
Also,
Man, I want this for us to do so much. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say also, just to let everyone know, if you haven't realized that the voice of Osiris is the male gigolo from Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo. Now I told you and probably fucked up your whole view of that. Just know that this dude had sex with broads for money.
I just want to share that with you.
So that you guys know that Osiris had sex with.
All right,
broads
here
for
you go,
money.
Andy. So now you'll be able to see the traveler. Here, come up here. Come back here.
Yep, coming.
Oh, okay, God. Okay, you're not gonna be able to stand up there. God, I
Oh.
just
Alright,
saw
I'm
him.
back.
Oh, there he
Guys.
is. There you are.
Here they come. Let's put some fear into them.
Okay, so they're not gonna let us. get up
y'all
here,
need to
are
put
they?
down risks.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah,
crazy,
right here. You can come up
because,
here. Oh, there. Come over here.
wait, are they spawning from over here this time?
See him out
Oh
there. in
shit,
the
they're
distance?
spawning from over here this time.
Oh yeah. Holy moly.
Come out.
Nah, take
Oh,
your guys'
damn.
time, bro. Don't stress it.
We traveling.
Inertia.
We gotta move. Keep moving.
So they changed their line of attack. That's crazy too.
Here's go.
This is pretty cool. I didn't expect this part.
Oh man. You gonna start throwing? Yeah, this ends up just being waves too.
Which I love that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like this is exactly what this should be.
Oh, behind
You
us.
just it should
Oh.
be the
It should be
prison.
only one of them back here. Oh no, we're good.
It should be like, you go, you get your seeds, and it's just like, all right,
So you
kind of
want
like
this to
the
be the
high
new
value
prison
targets
elders?
from kind of like the HBTs in Division, man. We would get simulation things and just bring them in here, and then go hunt, certain groups of hive. We could even like get a simulation key to like maybe pull back Skolas and a digital Skolas, pull back and have a little piece of the raid, like one section of one round of Crota, one round of Axis, just all simulated, pulled out from inside of this thing, man, dude. I think so much of what this could be, of just little bits of stuff that it could just really pull out. It would be so amazing. But again, I'm hoping that they're thinking the same thing.
What was any luck?
It could just be like the Vex are running a simulation trying to stop us from ending get out of here, Atheon. So we have to go run an adventure that puts us back in just one section of fucking Atheon, going back into the past, coming back, doing one round to shoot him and kill him. He's super weak, you know what I mean? Just one simulated section of the raid. That would be so awesome.
That's really cool. I think that's a pretty dope ass idea.
That is
Oh
something to
man,
think
I would
about.
love to do that. Yeah, and it could just be endless. All of it could just be endless in different waves and different versions of it leading up to that little encounter. It'd be so cool. A bunch of Hive on the Skolas and a bunch of Taken in the in the Vex. Just mix it up and make it something weird that didn't happen. Them just
So now-
trying to run different simulations to stop us.
The
Hell,
question that now comes
Guardians
up,
we gotta
kinda-
fight.
I was
Oh,
gonna say,
away.
the question we really got to come up with now is with this pretty much being done for right now. Like we got majority
Right.
of the content. Obviously, we're gonna have events and all the other good shit. And on the 12th, they drop more.
The forest can generate so many
What is it that we're gonna be
might as well be their
looking
home.
for the next DLC?
About that.
Have you
'Cause that's-
simulated the hive homeworld?
What first
So well.
and
March.
second quarter of next year?
March, yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Second quarter,
March.
Yeah.
It's
So
it's gotta have some type of thing, dude. They have to bring in a prison or a court of Oryx or something. You know what I mean? I feel like at that point they gotta bring something big to, because that's kind of one thing that's missing is just that whole wave-based thing that we had from before.
nah, bro, they should do a Fortnite, bro. 100 Guardians get dropped in the forest.
Oh my god, that shit would be amazing. Get dropped in the infinite forest.
And you gotta battle it out, son.
Ah. Man.
That got me. That would be so good. A raid with 100 guardians.
100 Guardian
Oh
raids, son.
man.
Nothing
The
will
raid
get
is like a
done.
public
PvP
event.
raid. We'll do that's what it'll be. It'll be a PvP. It'll be a raid that happens in the middle of a PvP. So 4v4 and
Bigger
with
chest.
raid mechanics.
That would be
Oh, the
such a
chest.
clusterfuck.
No. Hell yeah, it would.
That would be such a clusterfuck.
It'd be like, not only do you have to go over and hold the point, you also have to go take down Crota. in between time. The team that takes down Crota first wins.
100 Guardians, son. That game would not run properly. I can promise you that much.
Oh, God, no. What kind of survival mode could they make for Destiny? How would that work? Like,
These turn
so
around.
8 Guardians, because it would be 8 people, so 8 of us get what? Get dropped onto the EDZ, and you just gotta like make it out or something? Like,
Maybe.
how would that work?
Maybe. At the same time that you
Your
guys are
light
sitting
is
there doing that,
burning
fucking-
off the entire time?
Max is throwing salt on the
Yeah.
floor and you over there sweeping it.
Heck yeah.
You guys are ridiculous.
No evidence.
I don't know, man. I don't think they should even try no survival mode, but I just thought it was funny to say that.
No. I'm just trying to think of just some mode. I just feel like something would need to be added because story wise, we're gonna be dealing with God,
War
I can't
Mines.
think of his name right now. What's the name of the War Mine though? The one that
Rasputin.
we always Rasputin. Um, and I'm hoping that one has some world changing events, kind of like what I was talking about with the other one. Because Rasputin is connected, so it'd be nice to maybe end up back somewhere from before, like maybe
Well,
back to the Cosmodrome. Maybe we got to go back into his area and
the
do a
thing was, is
raid
on
inside of
Io,
Rasputin.
you touched base with him also.
I
Yeah.
haven't done all my adventures.
Oh, see, that's why.
Uh,
You gotta do all the
No,
but-
adventures, bro. I did all the adventures twice, just so I can double check that I knew what the fuck I was talking about.
Right. And I've actually heard that some of that that commentary changes too.
Yeah,
with
depending
that.
on the character you use, as well as if it's
Yeah.
your first time playing or if you're a return player.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Some of it does, yeah.
I did not know that.
Whenever I do something is specific to me, they're like, "God damn, you so good," and I was like, "I know."
Yeah. Like how some of the strikes were,
Like I
how
said,
some of
I
the-
know.
the-
Like the bullshit I said was legit.
I know. I just don't pay you any attention. It's just like I know.
So, have you guys seen, you know how they've been dropping clues for Saint 14?
Yes, I currently
I've heard
am
a
looking to get
little
his
bit
ship.
about that.
Yeah, so there's this ship, right? And also, Saint 14 helmet came back for the Titans.
Yes, it did.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
But Saint 14's
That was
like,
the blinding
MO.
helmet, right? You go into a
Yes.
bubble
Yeah.
and you get blind. Nice.
Yes.
I'll
Thank
be
you.
getting that for my
Back.
Titan.
But Saint 14's MO was to always have these like blue flags. I don't know if you've noticed, but these blue flags are in a lot of places around here on trees and columns. And
Yes, 'cause he's
Oh
been
yeah.
here. He was looking for
yeah,
Osiris here.
he's been
Yeah.
here.
Also, we get his shotgun.
Ah.
We get his shotgun from the forge.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah,
Is
they
that
are
his?
all over the place.
Yep.
Ah,
It's the shotgun to Saint 14.
Nice. Look at that. I definitely didn't know much about that.
yeah, so I think we're gonna come across his body sooner or later.
Yeah,
Or
something,
him.
something related
I
to
don't,
him.
because we don't know if he's alive still.
Right.
And the fact that he could probably never find Osiris within the Infinite Forest probably led him to either give up or never want to return.
Right. We've already found one Guardian's body. Well, in the
Yeah,
Vault of
no, we did.
Glass.
We did.
Which is funny enough, that whole fire team, I got that ship. That ship is so fucking baller. I'm telling you, man, this shit with the ship's fucking great, man. As much as we used to fucking heart bitch and fucking rush to try to get the ships in the raids, to now be able to sit there and get some fucking awesome shit just from bright engrams, I think it's awesome.
Oh yeah, that definitely is. And the more loot boxes and things catch flack, the better maybe the better the drop rate ends up, so you end up getting more stuff. Because it seems, and it's a ton of stuff too, so not every time I turn something in, but it seems like more often I turn those things in, I'm getting a little bit more. So I do think that they're tuned up now a little bit. They'll probably dial them back a little bit as time goes by, but
I actually think they already did, because did you notice how fast you're gaining like engrams when you're doing the campaign? And then
Oh no, that's
like,
because they
now
upped
it's
the XP on the campaign. That's why.
Oh, so if I do campaign missions, like,
You're gonna fly through fucking XP. Yeah.
oh man, that might be a good
So
way
if
to
you
rank.
really wanted to, Ikora
Right.
has even the new missions are set to Ikora, so you can replay them and get some of her tokens for the original gear.
Oh, nice.
So you can do that, and you
I'm
get a lot
gonna
of XP
pop this
from.
bounty patrol for the kill all. So we should do it pretty quickly. Did you guys get the yellow chest behind the tower over here?
I actually have all
behind
the chests now.
Nice.
nah. Where am I going?
Oh, follow me.
I haven't done that over the Lost Sector here.
The Lost Sector
Well,
is
we can do
pretty
that.
easy.
Yeah, we can do that too. Just come over here and then we'll go do the lost sector. Since we're already mostly on this side.
Right.
We're gonna act
Very
like I'm not on the
nice.
complete other side. Fuck you guys.
Well, you already said you had the chest.
You know,
That's the point.
you
You
need
guys
to.
not even including
How
me.
did-
Fuck yeah.
How'd you even get up over there?
Oh,
Well, shoot,
shit, right
any
there.
I got you. Anything else that we want to go over, fellas, before we?
No, everyone do
finish
the
it off.
raid. Beat Callus, 335 weapon. There you go. From me to you.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. You get good drops in the raid. I mean, if you get those few weapon drops you can get, go ahead play them because they're gonna give you a higher light level. I mean, mine both dropped over to close to 220. One was 219.
Yeah,
But,
mine dropped to 220.
Yeah, and if you get through and you get your Callus defeat, yeah, you get yourself a nice 335 drop. Definitely
Nice.
that. And if you guys are out there listening, make sure you do like or subscribe over to D's right now while you can, because we will be trying to do what we can. You know, we may not get the world's first, but then again, maybe we will.
I know what he's
knows?
talking about. I'm gonna get the fucking world's whatever. Something positive is gonna happen for me. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. And be like, God damn, I can't believe you did that, D's. Be like, what? That's still up in the air, but it's gonna be something good.
He's like, I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be great. Well, either way, you can like the sub and come back and see something great happen to D's. It'll be awesome.
Definitely will be.
Heck yeah. Well, that was it. I mean, that was more of us just kind of chatting it up more about the DLC on this one. We got more to talk about, though, next week. We got other stuff, coming with the Masterworks, so it'll probably be more of us kind of sitting around going over stuff again. The good old Destiny. Anything else, though, guys? Hell yeah.
I don't
All
think
right,
anything else.
definitely.
I checked news earlier. It wasn't nothing except, one more thing. If you have a Prometheus lens, that shit is broke. Enjoy it while you can. Because that shit is
Oh, in
monster
Crucible.
in PvP.
Yeah, go take in
have
the
a-
Crucible and moan.
Ball with that shit. Because they are going to definitely fix that shit this week. I know that's coming.
And that's
Heck
how
yeah,
it's
they
done.
are.
See that, followers of
Heck yeah.
Osiris?
Well, all
That's
right,
how
folks.
we
Well,
do it.
that is it for this week. Definitely. We will catch you guys next time.
Most definitely.
Yeah.